It is a story that Jesus told to a crowd of people that included church people and not so church people. The story is about a forgiving Father, and it teaches us about our loving Heavenly Father, God. There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger son said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the family money." That is a pretty rude thing to say. In that day, sons would usually get their portion of the family money after the father died. In this story, it's as if the son is saying, "Dad, I don't want to wait around until you die. I just want your money now." We can imagine that the father would have been pretty offended by this request, but the father gave the son his share of the money. Soon after that, the younger son took all his money and moved far away to a distant country. It says that the son wasted all his money in wild living. He probably went to lots of parties and bought many things that he thought would make him happy. Maybe he ate out at expensive restaurants and went to music concerts. It's hard to imagine what wild living would look like 2,000 years ago, but it says that he spent all his money. Then there was a severe famine in that country. That means that there was a food shortage and lots of people were in trouble. Probably it didn't rain for a long time, and the crops couldn't grow, and the livestock and animals began to die. The son became desperate. He was far away from his family, had no money, no food, nowhere to stay, and no friends to help him out. He went and found a job working for a man feeding his pigs. He was so hungry that he wanted to eat the pigs' food. By himself, he had lots of time to think. Of course, he thought of home, where he had had such a nice life. He thought of his father's servants who had extra food and never went hungry. He thought about returning home. He realized that his father might be hurt after what had happened, so he began to plan out what he would say when he first saw his dad again. He would say, "Father, I have sinned and done wrong things. I've sinned against heaven and against you. I don't expect you to call me your son anymore, but could I please have a job?" After making his plan, he started for home. He was probably a little nervous as he began to get closer to home. What if his dad was angry? What if his dad turned him away? Well, Jesus said that as the son was on his way home, the father saw him a long way off and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son and began hugging him and kissing him. The son told his father what he had prepared to say, that he knew he had sinned and didn't expect to be allowed back into the family. But the father would not hear of it. He called to his servants and said, "Hurry, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and new shoes on his feet. We need to have a huge party because my lost son has returned. I thought he was dead, but he is alive."